Let's make banana muffins together. Sally, thank you so much for the Halloween card and the cute little stickers. I absolutely love the card that you sent me. What a surprise to get my first card in the mail from one of my people who watch me on YouTube every day. You're awesome, Sally. I'm glad you enjoyed the skeletons. This is Let Us See. I'm Suzanne Ridgway, and welcome back to my channel. I have some very ripened bananas, and it's a great time to make banana muffins with them. The weather's getting cooler in the evenings and in the morning, and it smells so good baking in your house. If you're new here, thank you so much for checking me out and clicking on my link. Thank you to everyone who supports me each and every day. When we reach our next milestone, 700, we're going to be giving out 2 $10 Dollar Tree gift card giveaways. All that information is in my description box down below. We also have an items giveaway. I need 5 more subscribers for that to happen, and those are Dollar Tree items. I'll be giving away 4. 1 for a lucky new sub and 1 for a lucky comment. If you are new, you must comment that you're new in order to qualify, and if you comment, you must already be subscribed and you must be a U.S. resident. My subscribe guy just popped up. He's asking everybody to go ahead and smash that like button. Please click on that subscribe word down below. Let's get baking. I'm taking out my large bowl for this, and I'll be needing a couple eggs, sugar, my Bisquick, because I make Bisquick muffins, and they work better for me when I use the Bisquick. And I got some cupcake liners, which I have a whole ton of, and my muffin pans that I use from the Dollar Tree. These I got in a free bin at a garage sale this past September. I took the wrapper off because it was falling off and I didn't want them all over the place, and I keep them inside a cup in my cabinet. I have everything that I need. I'm going to go ahead and open up the bananas and plop them right into the bowl here. I love the smell of banana muffins baking. If you wanted to, you can do this in your stand mixer. I'm just going to mix it by hand. I love it when they're ripened like this. Perfect for muffins and bread. I went ahead and also grabbed my bread pan. I'm going to do 1 tray of muffins and 1 tray of a loaf of bread. Just going to mash up my bananas with my fork. And just like that. And then I'm going to take 2 eggs and crack them into the bowl. I already went ahead and preheated my oven for 350 degrees. I have my vanilla, an eyeball and about a tablespoon. I'm going to put Bisquick on my next trip to the DJs for our list. Then I'm going to add in the sugar. I'm also going to add corn syrup on my list. I know I'm out of corn syrup. I like to add corn syrup into my muffins because it keeps them nice and firm and don't fall apart. Now I go in about 2 cups of Bisquick. Perfect. Grab your milk and put about a tablespoon in. Start mixing it. I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil. And if it needs any more milk, add a little bit more. Don't worry about the mess. You can clean that up later. These are going to be muffins, and I'm going to have the batter a little bit thick. About a tablespoon and a half of the cooking oil. I already started mixing with my fork. You can add brown sugar if you want. I'm not going to for this batch. And if this fills up the entire muffin pan, which is 6, then I'll wait and do a loaf of bread another time. Make sure all the ingredients in the bowl are blended in with the batter and there's nothing dry. That is what the batter should look like. These muffin pans are from the Dollar Tree. I love them. They work very well and they wash very well. And if they get gross after a year, toss them and replace them because they're from the Dollar Tree. I've had this set for about 2 years. I have my ice cream scoop. This is my second one. I keep 2, one for the ice cream and one for making muffins. And then I'm going to fill up each muffin liner halfway. Then we're going to bake these in a 350 degree preheated oven for about 20 minutes until they're done. And we'll check them with a fork to make sure they're solid in the middle. It is pre-baking season. People like to bake for Halloween too with all the goodies and bake all kinds of sweet treats and candies. Make candies with the Halloween treats that your kids get an overabundance of. I'm just going to clean up the top part here. I'm going to grab a cookie sheet because I like to place the muffin pan directly on a cookie sheet. So when you put it into the oven, you just grab the cookie sheet with your pot holders and taking it out of the oven, it's that easy and more stable. Looks like we have enough batter to do a loaf of bread. This is Pam, original butter spray, and I buy the big ones at my local BJ's, which is like a Costco's. And we're going to take the batter and just dump it on into the loaf pan. Perfect amount. this will also go into the same oven, 350 degrees preheated, for about 30 minutes. Go ahead and grab the cookie sheet. You can do this one-handed. I love this trick. Oven's just about preheated. Careful popping it in. I'm going to leave room off to the right for the bread. I'm going to time this for 20 minutes though. And then add on 10 when the muffins are done. Now I'm going to put things back and get cleaned up in between the baking and the clips for the video. My refrigerator is staying really nice. I have strawberries up here that I want to get to accessible because we're going to be cutting them after school and getting them ready for the lunch bag tomorrow, as well as an after school snack. I fill water up in this so it soaks. My cooking oil back and my butter spray. I already put back my sugar. I'm going to keep that handy. And I'll put back the muffin pans that I'm not using. Plus I need to sweep the floor just a little bit from some of the biscuit that fell. There's about 8 minutes left. I'm going to peek. They're looking good. I'm going to let them finish completely and may add on some more time. And the banana bread is looking pretty good. Stop that timer. And then we're going to check on the muffins. And look away. And right away I can tell they need more time. Let's get a fork. Definitely need more time. Let's give them another 10 minutes or so. It's already been 20. They may need 30 minutes like the bread. And the bread may need 35 to 40. I stopped the timer and 10 minutes has expired. And I took the muffins out. And the fork came up solid, as you see here. And I'm going to be adding them in for about 5 more minutes. Because they felt a little too spongy with the fork. So I'm just going to adjust the bread pan one more time. Be very careful. You don't want to get burned or bounce you around too much. I'm going to time them for 5 more minutes. And look at the bread. It's rising perfectly. YouTube needs to invent smell-o-vision so you all can smell how incredible my house smells right now. There's about 1.5 minutes left. And grab out my rack here. These are those cooling racks from Dollar Tree. If you're new, I'm a huge Dollar Tree fan. I'm going to take the muffins out and let them rest on the cooling rack with the bread. Let's take a quick peek and get my pot holders here. Oh yeah, those are done. Look at that. Let's leave the bread in. I'm going to test it with a fork down in the center. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going to leave the bread in for another 10 minutes. So the bread started out with 20, then another 20. So this is going to probably take 50 minutes to an hour, the bread. Look at how amazing these muffins look. I'm going to transfer them to the other counter and put them onto the cooling rack. And I'm going to take a bunch of photos from my Facebook page and Facebook group titled Let Us Eat, Cook Clean and Family. Links are always in the description box down below with my email. And if I happen to miss it for a change, just email me and I'll send you back the information. Take them out very carefully. They just came out of the hot oven. Six perfect muffins. One got away from me, but they are now on the cooling rack. I'm going to put this in the sink to cool down. Less mess to clean up when you use the liners, always a good thing. And there's about 6 minutes left for the bread, and it smells done this time. This cookie sheet is brilliant for lifting muffin pans and cakes and things in and out easily without the fear of dropping them. There is a few minutes left, and look at that banana bread. Take it all the way out of the oven very carefully. Leave the oven on until I check it with my fork, which I cleaned off. I'm going to check it to see if it needs more time. And it still needs more time, so I'm just going to throw it in for another 10 minutes or so and let it cook until it completely solids up inside the bread. I'm adding on 15 more minutes. That is on top of the 20 plus the other 20 and the extra 10. So it's going to be a little over an hour for this banana bread. I'm not sure why it's not getting completely solid on the inside. But let this cook. It looks really awesome on the top and it rose perfectly. Hopefully this will be the last extra time that it needs. We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. My husband's phone just rang. Let's check the oven here. Oh yeah, that has to be done. And I placed it onto the cookie sheet so I can take it out with ease. Let's go ahead and test this banana bread. Perfect. It needed an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to take it over to the other counter and put it onto the cooling rack. Look at how awesome the top of the banana bread came out. I'm just going to put my fork along the side very carefully, the bottom. Make sure I turn off my oven. This smells so good with my homemade spaghetti sauce in my crock pot and Italian sausage meatballs. I'm going to hope I sprayed enough at the bottom so it doesn't stick to the pan. Just going to keep running it through a few more times. I'm going to grab my white plate here. Place it over the pan. I'm going to use my pot holders. I'm going to flip it over carefully. And kind of bang the top. And hopefully it's going to come out. Not very much broke off the top, so I'm very happy. I'm not good at that at all. And it came out perfect. Look at it. I'll show you an aerial view. Just a little bit broke off here. I'm okay with that. No matter how much butter spray I put in there, it just likes to stick to the top like that. And these are the muffins. There is the banana bread. I'm going to let this cool down. And then we're going to have some. Look at how awesome that is. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and baking banana bread and banana muffins. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new, thank you for clicking on my link and checking me out. And thank you to everyone for watching me all the way to the end. I am so excited that my channel keeps growing every single day. When we get to 700, we will do that Dollar Tree gift card at $10 value for a new sub and one for comments. All the information for that giveaway will be in my description box down below. When I get 5 more subscribers, we will do another items giveaway from the Dollar Tree. Same rules apply to the gift card. My subscribe guy just popped up. He's asking everybody to go ahead and smash that like button. He's also telling you to click on that subscribe word down below. Don't forget to tap on that bell.